Hey guys, my name is JT Cardin with the Agency Scottsdale, and welcome to another video. I'm very excited for what we have today. I'm going to take you through another beautiful open house. This one is 11916 North 81st Street in the Scottsdale Country Club. Now, what makes this home particularly special are, I'd say, two key things. One, it's had all of three owners in its life, the third owner being the developer who just finished flipping it. The second noteworthy thing I would say is the developer who chose to flip this home, and that's MDF Development. They've done quite a few homes here in Scottsdale Country Club, and every one of them is honestly spectacular. They go over the top, they make these feel like multi-million-dollar homes, which in some cases they are, don't get me wrong, but this is a developing company that's used to doing things in the $5 to $10 million range. So seeing them do work in the $1 to $2 million range is a great opportunity for people who maybe don't have the means to go quite as luxurious as some of their normal projects. So those two things make this particular property very interesting, very beautiful. Now, a few pieces of information about this property. The first is it is just under 3,000 square feet, which makes it, I would say, a very comfortably sized residence. It also has a 3-car garage, which is fantastic, especially here in the Scottsdale Country Club. Those can be pretty hard to find. The other upside is that this is a 3-bed, 4-bath with a dedicated office space. I'd say it has a pretty smart use of the general layout of the home. The updates are very nice. One of the primary changes that was made was taking out all the soffits from this classic 90s home. When the developer purchased it from the owner, it was in almost original condition, which was really cool. I'll show you some of those photos of what it looked like before the developer got their hands on it. There were some elements that were cool, very vintage, but I think the end result is absolutely stunning, and they did a great job keeping a lot of what makes this home really nice and very valuable over the long term. One final piece on this home is that you are right next to the golf course, in the way that you are going to have people driving, through your line of sight pretty consistently, and you are occasionally going to have a golf ball maybe land on your roof. You do have a net to help protect the corner of your home from where the tee box is. You really shouldn't have any major issues unless someone's intentionally trying to, break a window. Overall, it's a strong plus because it means you don't have any neighbors on your back wall, which is absolutely fantastic, and you have a lot of greenery, which makes the backyard feel a lot bigger than it actually is, even though that's one of the complaints that I've heard most consistently is, oh, well, the backyard's not that big. Well, unfortunately, in Scottsdale Country Club, most of the homes are more like kind of glorified patio homes, in that people don't really want big backyards. They want a pool that they can cool off in, and they want to be able to golf out their back door. If you're okay with a smaller backyard and you enjoy golf and you like living in Scottsdale, I think this is a great community for you to be in. I think this is a great home for you to be in within the community. Off the bat, Scottsdale Country Club has a very unique claim to fame in that it was the first golf course ever built in Scottsdale. For a city that is known for Western theme and golf courses, that's huge. And it's been operating for over 7 decades, opening first in December of 1953. At that point, it was the Sundown Ranch, and as that name would suggest, it was not only a golf course, it also had horseback riding and winter cottages. It was more of a, multifaceted winter retreat kind of thing. Then in 1959, new owners purchased it and renamed it the Scottsdale Country Club, and that's when it truly became an explicit golf club. As opposed to a ranch with other things being offered, it was just a golf club at that point. Then rolled around 1988, Arnold Palmer came into the play and redesigned the layout, adding 9 new holes and turning it into a championship facility with a full 27 holes to play, which is great. And then in 1999, the ownership changed again, which shifted the private club model that it was initially into a public access daily play golf club, which is, great if you're in the area and you want to play, not so great if you live in the neighborhood and we're hoping to have some exclusive golf course privileges. Following that change of ownership, the club was renamed the Starfire Golf Club, And in 2018, the facility had some upgrades put in, including a new driving range and an executive layout. Following that, in 2024, there was another ownership change. This time, the property was purchased by Swing First Golf for the very, very attainable price of $24 million. And now the new ownership is very excited to take the Starfire Golf Club and really reinvigorate the history of the golf club itself. So they renamed it the Scottsdale Country Club, the People's Country Club. They are really excited to do some upgrades to the course itself, including the new 10-hole short course designed by Forrest Richardson, which should be really entertaining, honestly. It's designed to be more fun, fast, and accessible, more for people who are in it for the sociality than for performing at a high golf level. There's also a 20,000 square foot putting green, so you can just hang out and do that. And then they've got some other upgrades coming as well, including a new range that should be done by now, and just generally a really fun club atmosphere. So they're really doing a good job of trying to reinvigorate the brand and bring it back into a place of prominence, which, if you ask me, is where it should be given the very extensive history that this course has in the community. And that's a wrap for this tour of 11916 North 81st Street, as well as a cool history lesson on the Scottsdale Country Club. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I can see you in the next video. I hope you subscribe, and more than anything, I hope you sign up to get my quarterly newsletter, The Peaks. We just dropped our new issue for July. It's really cool, a lot of great articles in there, and a lot of great statistics on how the markets are doing here in the Valley. So with that, stay cool, enjoy the summer, and I hope to see you in my next video.